Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Rise with the Wealth Warriors. And do we ever have a show for you today, guys? We're bringing on the Virality King himself, Austin Armstrong, and I'm so pumped about it. But first of all, welcome to Rise with the Wealth Warriors. We do this every Thursday morning. We bring on other entrepreneurs, chit chat, hang out. This is a podcast we do every single week, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, every Thursday, open to the public for you. I'm Nathan Pokers up in Northern Alberta, Canada. Daniel's down in Tucson, Arizona. Say hello, Daniel.
Hey, welcome back to the Rise with the Wealth Warriors podcast. Okay, today we've got someone whose name you cannot avoid online, and for good reason. Austin Armstrong. Okay, Austin isn't just going viral on social media. He is one of the very few people who can actually explain why it happens, how it happens, and how to turn those views into real income. He's the CEO of Syllabi, the mind behind millions of followers across all social media platforms, and the best-selling author of his brand new book, Virality, where he breaks down the exact playbook creators are using to explore their business on social media right now. If you ever wonder how to take your message, your business, or your story and make it spread like a wildfire online, this is the episode you cannot skip. All right, so let's welcome Austin Armstrong to our podcast. Let's go, Austin. See you.
Gentlemen, how are you guys? It's awesome to be here. Hey, you guys got to feel so good about that intro, huh? Seeing all those people that your lives, that you've changed their lives from your program. I was just sitting here watching that. That's awesome, guys.
I actually tend to go back to those when you have those down days or down weeks, right? You just go back to those, right? It's an inspiration to not only us, but to other people. Just show, hey, this works.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, we're so pumped to have you on, dude. There's a lot of people who know who you are, but for the people who don't know who Austin Armstrong is, who are you? And give them a little quick tip who you are and where you came from.
Yeah, I'm just a nerd that figured out something that he really enjoyed doing, and I never stopped. I've been doing social media marketing for 21 years now, which is kind of crazy to think about. I started on MySpace when I was 14 years old. Got bit by that bug, the dopamine hits of gaining a large following and figuring out how to make money online with that. So when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, I had hundreds of thousands of followers on MySpace. I had an early software tool that helped other people grow. I was getting paid to do email lead generation. I was getting paid to promote local bands and t-shirt companies. And I pretty much have been doing the same thing ever since. I was truly blessed to start my career about 12 years ago when I moved across country to California and started as an intern at a video marketing agency, worked my way up from being an unpaid intern to a paid intern to a part-time employee, full-time employee. My boss was very much a mentor to me. I know you guys know how important mentorship is and finding people that are ahead of you that can help guide you and put you in the right rooms. So he invested in me. We've since gone on to start multiple businesses together. I had a marketing agency that I ran for about 7 years. 3 years ago, I started my first big software company, Syllabi. We've gone on to help well over 100,000 people. I think it's about 150,000 people have signed up and tried Syllabi to create videos, bringing their ideas to life. Since that, I mean, I've won some awards. I have millions of followers online, billions of views. I wrote a book this year. I am an international professional speaker. I taught AI entrepreneurship at Duke University this year. I started my first conference, AI Marketing World. That's just I don't say that to brag, but just that I'm just a nerd that just did one thing consistently and never stopped. And just kept going. And no matter where you're at in your journey, whatever you're interested in, whether it's affiliate marketing, it's AI, it's social media marketing, just stick with it and you can accomplish anything. I still feel like I'm just getting started.
All right, Austin, I have a question for you, okay? Because our students, they all have this same question. So most people, when they start posting content online, and a lot of people, they chase views, but they don't actually know how to turn those views into real income. In your experience, what's the real bridge between going viral and actually getting paid? And where do most creators get stuck?
Such a great question. The whole thesis of my book is actually don't be a content creator, be an entrepreneur who creates content. All of these creators online, I know you see this, Daniel, that they're like, but can it be monetized? But can it be monetized? Can you monetize this? I'm not approved for Facebook monetization because it's not in my world. Who cares? That's the last thing that you should focus on is monetization from the platforms. It's the worst. It's unpredictable. It can be good extra revenue, but that should be just the icing on the cake for the work that you're putting in. There are so many different streams of income that you can build from content. So you have to have that. You can start to just create and get a feel, like start to build your audience and whatnot. But you really want to start to build some of those back end funnels and the infrastructure, low ticket items, escalation offers if you want on the back end. You don't have to have everything out of the gate, but you could start with as simple as a Beehive newsletter. This is a great platform that you can sign up. Beehive has a program where it's called the Boost program, where a user signs up for my email and then they get a list that says, would you also like to sign up for this related newsletter? And if they click yes on those related newsletters, you get paid. So you sign up for these, and so basically, and they pay like $1 to $2 per verified email. So just by creating content and sending people to a free newsletter, you can get a decent amount of money that way. Another great way is affiliate marketing. I love and obsessed with affiliate marketing. It is pretty much the number one way that I make money online. I'm an affiliate for like 60 different software tools. I'm an affiliate for High Level, which is, shout out to High Level. We all love High Level, and not just one-off affiliates. It depends on your niche, of course, but I love software affiliate marketing because it's recurring revenue. So I get somebody to sign up for xyz.ai.com. I might get 30% recurring revenue for life as long as that person continues to subscribe. It stacks that way. Amazon influencer program is like 4% one time. And it like that sucks because you constantly have to get new buyers, right? But stacking affiliate marketing that way. We now live in an amazing time where you can create your own software tools. So I've been vibe coding multiple software tools. Like my main business, Syllabi, was not vibe coded. It's like a very traditionally created software tool, hard coded, all that. But I have launched Threadmaster and Bibly and ScriptStorm and AskCoachKen.com. And there's quite a few that I've launched and continue to launch using tools like Replit or Lovable or Base44. And now you can sell your own software tools. I think selling a subscription software tool is the great switch from lead magnets. So instead of like, give me your email in exchange for an ebook or a mini course or something like that, let me give you a software tool that actually does the thing that I would have taught you. So it's actually more beneficial to your audience and who you want to reach anyway. And so I can just, like the content that I create is useful websites and AI tools and sharing new things. Well, I mix my own software tools into that mix now. I can promote my own tools rather than just have affiliate commissions. I also own the company, so I get larger pay and the potential of payouts. Those are just a couple that come to mind, but there's so many different ways that you can make money online. You just have to set up some of these infrastructures. And then by the time that you hit monetization, you've already made so much money from these other things that you're promoting that it doesn't even matter. Everybody just flips it and they say like, I can't make money until I'm monetized. You might never be monetized. You might live in, you might live in a country that never will monetize you. Well, who cares? You still can reach hundreds of thousands to millions to hundreds of millions of people. Leverage that to sell things.
You've built platforms multiple times, even after losing a 900,000 TikTok account. When creators hit a setback like that, what's the mental framework you use to rebuild without hesitation?
That's a good one.
I'm gonna love
Yeah,
this.
I have a love-hate relationship with TikTok. I've
I'm on my
man.
kid's account, man.
If you know, you know. I mean, I've been banned about 5 times from TikTok, and I got it back every time.
10.
Yeah, 10 times. All right, I'm pulling rookie numbers over here. So, and they won't tell you why either. But like the best part is like when you figure out the strategies, you can just repeat them. So it's like, yes, I lost the effort. Know that it's important to diversify. So like the first time that I was banned from TikTok, it forced me to try and figure out all of the other platforms. And so like if I'm banned on one platform, like, yeah, it freaking sucks. But I'm not like in that vulnerable of a position where my entire business is impacted, right? Because I've built all of the other security blankets. Like I have an email list, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have TikTok, I have YouTube, I have LinkedIn, I have X, all of these platforms. So it builds up your safety net. A lot of the time, if you're not posting like really bad criminal stuff, you can sometimes get it back. It's a little tricky, but just knowing that I can build it back. I mean, my TikTok's on a roll right now. I'm back, I lost almost 900,000, but now I'm back up to about 330,000 again. There's repeatable processes that just work. And so they can ban me a million times. I'm like the cockroach of social media. I'll just keep coming. You can't kill me. I know what to do.
I love that. That's my attitude too, man. Get stuck right there.
I do want to go deeper on that question, okay? Because that can happen to everybody, right? You just don't know when it's gonna happen to you. So following what that question, so Austin, if you lost all your accounts today and you had to go viral again from zero and bring in income as quickly as possible, what exact steps would you take in the next 7 days? Okay, can you give us like quick tips what you will be doing to start from scratch again?
Yes, what I would personally do because of connections and goodwill that I've built, I would start back on Facebook again because that's where I have the most connections and it's where I get the most reach and engagement. And I kind of have gotten all the formats down. I would immediately friend request and reconnect with people like you, Daniel, and everybody that I know in the space. And I would start creating content that I knew would perform best. So right now I have a series of ChatGPT secrets that you should know. And every time I post a video in that series, it performs very well. I did one yesterday. It's already at 250,000 views on Facebook, wow, for instance. I would start with reusing banger content that I had posted before. So immediately start to repost some of the top performing content, and then reaching out to the people and the friends, be like, hey, my account get banned. Like as I'm picking my feet back up, would you mind sharing a post or two just to kickstart my account a little bit? Not everybody will say yes, but a couple people will because they know that I have goodwill. And there's other opportunity, like benefits that I can provide to them. Yeah. And once you get a little bit of a head start there, then the algorithms kick in, and it's just a matter of like picking up the pace and continuing to crank out really quality content, and responding to everybody, leaving as many comments as you can. Social media is a two-way street. Daniel, we share each other's stuff. When you post something that you're celebrating, if I see it, I'll respond like, way to go, brother. Great job. Keep crushing it. Stay consistent. We all lift each other up. That's what it's about. So responding to every comment, jumping into other people's posts and being seen constantly, getting attention, make yourself noticed. And all the while you're creating amazing content. I would just bet that's exactly what I would do.
Everyone says post more content, but volume alone never guarantees traction. From your perspective, what actually makes content inherently viral? What signals or patterns can you tell you post is going to blow up?
Yeah, having a strong hook that the first thing that they see is either a visual hook or a written or an audible hook, depending on the format of content. So like on Facebook, for instance, we might do a colored background, opposite color text that's like quit going to college, follow these five Facebook profiles that'll teach you more than a university degree.
Yeah.
And then in the comments you link to, you know, however many Facebook profiles. And then you always get, so like it's a controversial statement, right? It's interesting. It goes against the status quo. And so you'll always get your aunt so-and-so or the teacher that you're connected with to be like, you know, like, university is great. It's a proven path. Rah, 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 rah. Well, I just increased my engagement on my post, right? So however you can have a call to action and then some sort of element that elicits an emotional response, either positive or negative. Trolls are inevitable on social media. They're going to happen regardless of if you're just the most positive, outspoken person that shows up perfectly and says everything perfectly, you're still going to get trolls. So, you know, lean into them. I have a concept of trolling the trolls. So I am a child of the internet, and I will play that game. And so I know as a human being that negative emotion, a response is easier to get than a positive emotional response. It's easier to trigger people to assert their egos and say why their personal anecdotal evidence is right and you are wrong. And so I will share a useful website, and right below it, I'll plan a little folder that's like the logo is OnlyFans, and it'll say Donald Trump NUD ... And it looks like it says something, and there's a visual element there. I don't say it, I don't read it, I just put it there in plain sight. And without fail, every single time people will run to the comments and be like, gotcha. Like they think they saw something that wasn't supposed to be there, and they're ready to assert their ego and make fun of me. I've even gotten text messages from friends and family members and stuff, and being like, Austin, I don't know if you know this, but there's a folder, and you might want to take that down. And I'll just respond back like, gotcha. I elicited such an emotional response that you watched the video. You took time to go to your phone to text me a message and be concerned. Well, that's like drastic viral gold for your content. Or I'll mispronounce a word on purpose. I'll say, I'll share a website like answersocrates.com, but I'll say answer Socrates. And then they'll like phonetically spell it out in the comments. If a quick tip, just mention anything, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. It doesn't have to be positive or negative. Just like put them there. Doesn't matter, like, or any politician in wherever you're at around the world. Just be like, Elon Musk was right, ... And then, oh my gosh, your engagement is going to go through the freaking roof. There's so many like different things that you can do, like putting up something interesting in the background. Like Nathan, you have like a troll or a gnome or something in the background there, that painting. Like that's interesting. I might go in a comment and be like, if I see that in every one of your videos, like, what's up with the gnome in the background? You can put up something interesting. Or I've talked to real estate agents and I've told them, like, example of like, you're doing a house tour video, you're going in the beautiful master bedroom, in the kitchen, and then you walk outside and you don't make a mention of it, but just behind one tree to another tree, you just have someone in like a Bigfoot costume just walk. And it's really subtle, and it's just like that visualization of like the blurry Bigfoot, right? And so like, people will run to the comments and be like, did anyone else see Bigfoot in this suburban 4.2 background? Like, what is that thing, right? And so it's just like figuring out your comfort level of what you can put into your content and elicit an emotional response, positive or negative. It doesn't really matter, just something to get them out. So strong opening hook, emotional response, you're already going to increase your likeliness of going viral. Way more.
This is so smart. I'm gonna try that. Thank you.
Yeah, I've already got it.
So in that book, you talk about the raw stories and proven strategies. What's one raw story from your journey that shaped the way you think about virality today? Something most people don't know.
I'll tell the story of my YouTube growth. So it was really a result of TikTok banning me. So I was on YouTube for basically forever, but my YouTube account that really exploded was for my agency, and it'd been around for about 3 years at that point. I was very active on TikTok, and I was just dumping all kinds of content. Anything that I created, like, it was just disjointed across the board. It took me 3 years to get to 5,000 subscribers, 600 videos uploaded. And, a couple of them did maybe a couple thousand views, maybe 10,000 if I was lucky. Didn't get a whole lot of traction. Nothing was really working. And so when I got banned from TikTok, I reached out to my good friend, Jeremy Vest, who, if you don't know, Jeremy is one of the leading YouTube strategists in the world, behind the scenes guy, a little shy, but just a total genius, absolutely brilliant. And Jeremy and I worked one-on-one together to figure out YouTube Shorts. And every single day we got on a Google Meet or a Zoom call for maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and we dissected everything. We studied each other's videos. We gave feedback. Maybe you can tweak this. We studied every short that we could on YouTube, whether it was in our niche or not, didn't matter. What were the titles? Were they long? Were they descriptive? Were they super broad? How many words, how many characters were they? What is the opening hook of that video? Is it audible? Is it visual? Is it text on screen? How long was the opening hook? Long is a shot on the screen. Is it long and prolonged, or is every 2 seconds there's something happening? Does the end of the video loop back to the beginning, or does it just drop off? Is there a call to action? And by just meticulously picking apart everything and being in that sort of echo chamber of like, we're not going to surface for air until we figure this out. And that led to the epiphany of like, I'm just dumping everything from TikTok. What if I just post the videos that were performing the best for me? And it happened to be this series, These 5 Websites Feel Illegal to Know, which has performed very, very well for me. Hundreds of millions of views collectively, where it's like a skit where I'm wearing one outfit and I'm saying these 5 websites, and then I'm in another outfit and I'm responding, and like, if they're illegal, then why would you tell me? And then it's kind of the skit back and forth, sharing a website, reacting in a silly way. And I only posted about 3 of those videos a day for about a week straight. And then I went on vacation with my wife. So we went to Tulum, Mexico. We're having an amazing time. It was beautiful. I've heard it's dangerous now, so I don't know. But at the time, great. Yeah, have a blast. It's beautiful. So we were on a resort on the beach. We're sipping mezcal margaritas, and I load up my YouTube Studio app on my phone. And the moment that every content creator dreams about happens, skyrockets. Virality happens. One of those videos picked up and it unlocked the entire channel. And in 3 days, while I'm in Mexico with my wife, who's like, put your dang phone down. We're on, be present. My channel goes from 5,000 to 100,000 subscribers.
Holy.
3-day period. It grew so fast. I wasn't monetized with the 5,000 either, because I didn't have the watch time. And this is the most interesting thing to me. I actually got my play button for reaching 100,000 subscribers faster than my channel was approved for monetization. So kind of a crazy little stat there. And it so I doubled down on that. And now I have about 600,000 subscribers, 640,000 or something like that. It's not like constant viral right now. Like, I wish it was still that rocket ship. I'm still kind of chasing that dragon. But it really just took those like repeated failures over and over again, 600 failures, but studying everything, never giving up. Most people are like, I've posted 10 videos and I haven't gone viral yet. Like, I don't know if this is for me. Try 600, until you give up, right? You never stop learning.
You talk local businesses, creators, and big audiences, right? What viral strategy works for all niches, and what strategies break down if someone isn't personally driven creator, isn't a personality driven creator?
Well, following frameworks will really help you stay consistent. I'll give the example of my start video framework, which I outline in detail in the book. So many people, like, they know they need to be they need to create content, but they don't know what topics, and they need a structure to follow. And if you're just like showing up and scattershotting, there's no consistency in your content. People don't know why they should follow you. They're not getting a lot of value. Maybe they're sometimes getting a piece of information, but then you post 3 other pieces of content and it's garbage and it has no interest, right? So by sticking to a framework, it can really help you dial in your why, your who, the problems that you're solving, and stack the odds in your favor. And I've tested this start video framework. I'll outline it here in a second, but literally tens of thousands of times over the last 12 years that I've been in the marketing agency space. Videos that I've created myself, working in service-based businesses, working with e-commerce products, working with digital products, all kinds of different things. And the book is not going to, I just see Vicky's comment here. It's not going to be on Audible when it launches on December 1st, but at the beginning of the year, I will be working on the audio book. I'm going to record it myself. Give me a break, y'all. I wrote a book. It took some time to get the audio book out too. The writing a book by itself was a freaking endeavor. Just remember to start video framework. So the S stands for stop the scroll with a powerful opening hook. This is where you're going to capture their attention with a billboard, visual or text or audible opening hook. The T stands for talk about a problem. This is a problem that's going to resonate with who you are trying to reach, who you're trying to resonate with, that is relevant to the opening hook. You've stopped their scroll. You're talking about a problem that resonates with them. The A stands for align and authority. This is where you can say, okay, I overcame this problem, or I helped people overcome this problem. This is really the only area, and for like less than 5 seconds, where I would suggest you can say something about yourself. That's one of the big things that people get wrong on social, is saying like, hi, my name's Austin. I've been doing this for 20 years. And in this video, I'm going to talk. That's like the worst way to start a video ever. People don't care about you. Sorry. They only care about the information, the education, the entertainment, the distraction that they're going to get from that video at that moment. So the align is where you can say that you've addressed that problem, helped resolve that problem. The R stands for resolve that problem. This is going to be the meat and potatoes of your video. One of the best marketing lessons I ever learned was to give your best information away for free. Sell the implementation, sell the easy buttons, sell the hand holding. You talk about a problem. You say, I'm the perfect person to resolve this problem. Here's 3 actionable things that you can do right now to resolve this problem. Number 1 is this. Number 2 is this. Number 3 is this. Just give all amazing information to resolve that problem. And then the T is tell them what to do next. This is your call to action. Say, yeah, this is, I know you're dealing with this problem. I've helped you resolve it. Here's actionable advice. If I can personally guide you through this, click the link in my bio and schedule a call with me right now, or sign up for my email newsletter. And every week I'm going to send you tips to help you resolve that problem. And if you just follow a start video framework like that, no matter what niche you're in, you're going to stack the odds in your favor of holding attention, retention, which is one of the most important aspects online. You're going to increase your engagement overall. You're going to get more emails. You're going to get more clients. You're going to get more sales.
So talk about your book again real quick. In your book, what's the chapter you believe most people will overlook, but is actually the key to long-term success and monetization? Why does it matter?
That's a good one.
That is a very good one. Where my mind goes. So the book is 2 parts. The first part of the book is like a collection of stories and lessons from my marketing life. And there's one in particular there that I like zooming out and seeing the big picture, and staying consistent over time. So the reason that AI Marketing World came to be is because I attended that conference 6 years ago. In 2019, nobody knew who I was. It was a business expense to go from California to Texas to attend Video Marketing World Conference, because I was really just interested in learning from people that I looked up to online. I was watching their YouTube videos or listening to podcasts, reading their books, and I just wanted to go and immerse and learn. And I learned so much from that. And I didn't like. I talked to some people. I made some great connections and stuff. But the next steps that I took and the consistency over the following 5 years, it was really the most impactful thing. So that was in 2019. In 2020, that conference shut down because of COVID, and they did like an online thing. During that time frame is where I really started to grow on TikTok. That's where I was practicing what I was preached, growing online, applying what I learned. I cold DM'd Scott, who's the owner of the conference, on Facebook. And I said, hey, Scott, you don't know me, but I attended Video Marketing World in 2019. I really learned a lot. I applied everything. It was amazing. I've actually started to grow on TikTok quite a lot. I have about 50,000 followers. I know you had a virtual conference, but if you decide to bring Video Marketing World back, I'd love the opportunity to be a TikTok speaker because I know you haven't had anybody yet. And he sent me a voice memo back and was like, let's do a podcast first. And so we actually did a podcast together. I delivered. You have to deliver when you shoot your shot, right? It did really well. And then again, at the end of the podcast, I shot my shot and I was like, Scott, it's a personal dream and goal of mine to become a professional speaker. If you ever need anybody, put me in, coach. And he did. He gave me, so he, in 2021, I led the first ever TikTok for Business panel. It was a panel, over delivered, knocked it out of the park, great reception. And then I was invited back the following year as a standalone keynote speaker to talk about TikTok. And this was the first big stage that I was ever on. The first time, like I had done some local things and whatnot, Toastmaster meeting, but this was the first like conference big stage talk that I ever did. And I prepared so well for that. And I love that. And it really catapulted me into being, now I'm an international professional speaker. I get to travel all around the world. I'm truly blessed. That conference, Video Marketing World, shut down for several years, but I have such a cool story with it that I was like, Scott, a year ago, I said, Scott, Scott and I became good friends. We've been clients of each other. We've hired each other. We've referred each other business. We've just been cool friends. I said, Scott, let's turn this thing into AI marketing world. Let's bring this back. I'm growing very significantly in the AI space. I go to all these conferences. I have all of the connections. I can get a big, amazing list of speakers to come. Let's do this thing. And he said, yes, I love this idea. Let's do it. And so I went from being the person in the back of the room to being owner of the conference. And AI Marketing World this year was year one for it, but it was more profitable and had more attendee ticket purchases than any other year in Video Marketing World history. By far, had way more. And now we're continuing to compound it. We're anticipating about 1,200 or so people next year. So we're going to 3x or 2.5x what we were at this year. And so it's just about like seeing the long game of like, not being so short-sighted that if something doesn't work right now, that doesn't mean that it won't work in the future. If this is something that you really want, I always wanted to be a professional speaker. And not only did I accomplish that, but I own the freaking conference, all because I shot my shot and stayed consistent with it over multiple years of time.
That's amazing. Thank you, Austin, for taking your time, jump on this live training interview and deliver. Austin is always over deliver, okay? And I hope our audience do walk away with some gold nuggets that the most important thing, okay? Learning is one thing, implementing it is another, okay? So I want to encourage you guys, whatever you learn today, take action, okay? You're gonna learn from the progress. And Jonathan, thank you so much.
Montoya.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.